Let's talk about Rachel Lindsay, a woman who makes a statement. Raised in Dallas, Texas, with a federal judge for a father, Rachel learned early to stand her ground. That Texas spirit, it's in her DNA, bold, driven, and unafraid to carve her own path. She wasn't just dreaming, she was doing, earning her law degree, and building a career as an attorney. Rachel's story isn't about waiting for a prince, it's about building her own castle. She put in the work, established herself, and became a force to be reckoned with. Her roots gave her grit, her ambition gave her wings. Imagine her, a young lawyer in Dallas, briefcase in hand, ready to take on the world. That foundation, strength, independence, and self-worth, would soon captivate a nation. Rachel is a Texas rose beautiful, but with thorns to protect herself. She was preparing for a new kind of courtroom, the court of public opinion. Before you look for love, build your own foundation. Rachel did just that. How you doing, Rachel? You were doing just fine. Every strong woman needs a place to dream. For Rachel, it was the gardens at Texas Women's University. Picture her walking among the flowers, finding peace and clarity away from the demands of her career. These gardens weren't just beautiful. They symbolized growth and new beginnings. Each bud was a promise, just like Rachel's own potential. In those quiet moments, she found the courage to imagine a new chapter. The gardens became her space for reflection and hope. Rachel's story reminds us, find your own garden, a place to reconnect and dream bigger. In that oasis, the seeds of her next adventure were quietly taking root. Sometimes the most important decisions are made in the calm before the storm. Rachel took a leap, leaving her law career to join The Bachelor. From the moment she stepped out of the limo, she stood out, confident, articulate, and real. She wasn't there for drama, she was there for connection. Her conversations were genuine, her presence undeniable. Nick Viall, The Bachelor, was captivated by her maturity and strength. Even when her heart was broken, Rachel's vulnerability and grace won over viewers everywhere. But her journey didn't end with heartbreak. Producers saw her potential and made her the first Black Bachelorette, a historic moment for the franchise. Rachel embraced the pressure, knowing she was representing so many. She stepped into the spotlight, ready to inspire and make history. This was more than a casting choice, it was a cultural shift. Rachel's story became bigger than reality TV. It was about progress and possibility. She carried the hopes of many, determined to find love on her own terms. The girl from Dallas was now leading the way for a new era, and Bachelor Nation was watching. Rachel's journey is a story told in red and white blossoms. White blossoms, like those in her favorite gardens, symbolize hope and new beginnings. That was Rachel before reality TV, full of dreams, ready for what's next. Then came The Bachelor, white petals tinged with red, the color of passion, risk, and heartbreak. Each rose was a symbol of vulnerability and courage. As the Bachelorette, Rachel held the red roses. Now she was in control, making bold choices. The red represented not just romance, but the change she brought to the franchise. Her story is a blend hope and courage, beginnings and boldness. Rachel's journey shows us that to bloom, you need both roots and fire. It's the mix of white and red that makes her story unforgettable. Growth means learning to say goodbye. Rachel left behind a stable law career for the unknown of reality TV, a leap of faith. She faced heartbreak on national television, but walked away with strength and dignity. Each goodbye, whether to a job, a relationship, or an old dream, became a step forward. As the Bachelorette, she made tough choices, saying goodbye to many to find her true partner. Choosing Brian Abasolo was the start of a new chapter. Even after the show, Rachel kept moving forward, speaking her truth and challenging expectations. Her goodbyes weren't endings, they were clearings for new growth. Rachel teaches us, don't fear letting go. Every goodbye is a chance to welcome something better. She evolves, grows, and always steps boldly into tomorrow. That's the real power of her journey. Rachel Lindsay's legacy is more than being the first Black Bachelorette. She used her platform to speak out on race, justice, and representation. Rachel inspires women to be unapologetically themselves, strong, vulnerable, and multifaceted. She's a lawyer, media personality, author, and wife. Proof you don't have to choose one path. Her courage to take risks and speak her mind sets her apart. Rachel's love story with Brian is real, but her journey is about so much more than romance. She built her own empire and invited love in. Rachel represents progress, intelligence, and authentic power. She turned a TV moment into a lifelong influence. From Texas roots to national impact, her story is one of growth and inspiration. She's a red and white blossom in full bloom. Her message, know your worth, use your voice, and never be afraid to hold the roses. How you doing? If you're living like Rachel, you're doing just fine.